Welcome to another lesson in English 9. I am Ma'am Jessica Camille A. Sanoy. How are you today? I hope that you are all doing fine as you watch this video in the comforts of your own homes. Fasten your seatbelt as we dive to our new topic for today. It's bias and prejudices. After going through this self-learning video lesson, you are expected to distinguish biases from prejudices, evaluate scenario that depict bias and prejudice, supply correct answers to given exercises. Before we proceed, first, let's find out if you are familiar with the segment in Eat Bulaga, Bawal ang Judgmental. You're right! We are going to play that game but with a twist. First, you need to listen to the directions. All of you will be the guest judges. All you need to do is to make the right choice based from your observations. You'll have 7 choices. From these choices, you have to select whom you think answers the question. Are you ready? Let's get started! First, let's meet the first choice. Number 1, Ibrahim. 2, Marcus. 3, Stanley. 4, Kathy. 5, Jake. 6, Kevin. 7, Christy. The question is, who do you think among them are successful business owners? I'm going to give you few seconds to answer the question. Once again, who do you think among them are successful business owners? There are 2 correct answers. Are you ready to reveal the answers? So here's the correct answer. The successful business owners are Jake and Christy. Very good, class. Let's go to the second set of guests. Contestant number 1, Bea. 2, Rocky. 3, Tim. 4, Lisa. 5, Sam. 6, Anne. And 7, Brent. The question is, who do you think among them are campus leaders? Once again, who do you think among them are campus leaders? So here's the correct answer. The campus leaders are Bea and Anne. Very good. You got the correct answer. Let's try to ponder on these questions. How did you make your choice? What do you think influenced your decisions? We don't know so much about these people. That's why we base our decisions based from our feelings and our instinct. Have you ever been judged before because of appearance and behavior? Have you ever experienced not being selected and not being given a favor? Every day, we communicate with people and make countless decisions. And this decision may be a product of our thinking and our instinctive feelings. So now, let's proceed to the following actions below. Let's try to find out the characteristics of bias and prejudice. For bias, it is in favor of or against of. It is one-sided. It's also unfair. And for prejudice, it is preconceived opinion. It is also discrimination. And lastly, it's prejudgment. What is bias? Bias is an inclination of temperament or outlook, especially a personal and sometimes unreasoned judgment. The statements are based from personal interest or opinion that may vary from others' opinion. Let's take a look with the following examples. Example number 1. Asians are smart. They can't be bad at math. They should get good grades. Example number 2. Martha won the pageant because one of the judges is her mother. For the last one, a salesperson in the cell phone company thinks his or her company makes the best cell phones in the world. These examples clearly shows that they lean in a certain direction or in a favor or against a particular thing. The sentence shows that it is based from the personal interest or opinion. Let's define the meaning of prejudice. Prejudice is having or showing an unfair dislike of a person or group because of some characteristics, such as race, age, gender, religion, nationality, and class status. Here's the first example of prejudice. A same-sex couple wanted to order a cake for their wedding day. However, the baker did not accept their order and refused to bake their cake. Number 2, a manager refused to give a specific task to workers he considered old because he thinks older people can't handle that work. And lastly, some people are not served in the restaurant or retail store because of their skin color or race. The examples clearly shows that there are prejudices going on. The statement shows that these people are being prejudged, the blacks, the foreigners, and the LGBT community. Even though these people have done anything wrong yet, they are being prejudged because of their background. For us to see if you were able to follow the discussion, let's have a short activity. Use a sheet of paper and pen for this one. Evaluate the following scenario. Tell me if the scenario is bias or prejudice. Good luck! You have 5 seconds to answer. Picture number 1. What can you see in the picture? Is it a bias or a prejudice? You have 5 seconds to answer. The answer is prejudice because the girl is being discriminated by her religion. She is being judged because she is a Muslim. They often think that Muslims are bad. What about picture number 2? Girls are smarter than boys. Is it a bias or a prejudice? Correct. The answer is bias because the picture shows a favor towards the girls, and there is no scientific research that girls are smarter than boys. Take a closer look with picture number 3. Is it a bias or a prejudice? I'll give you time to answer. Time's up. Very good. This picture shows prejudice because you are prejudging the person based from his status, not hiring a candidate because of his disability. What about in picture number 4? What can you see? Is it a bias or prejudice? Your timer starts now. Great job! The correct answer is bias. The picture clearly shows bias. Specifically, it is gender bias. The male is given superiority over the female. And for the last one, what is this? It says there that they do not accept the guests from China. Is it a bias or prejudice? Very good, class. The picture shows prejudice. Chinese are being discriminated, not accepting as a guest because of their nationality. Nice one, class. You did a good job. Let's try to have another activity. Let's try to sum up what you have learned in our discussion. Complete the table below by providing the needed information and answer for each box. Let's try more activity. Determine whether the statement is true or false. Put a smiley if the statement is true and sad if it is false. Denying someone a promotion because he is patronizing a different TV network is showing bias. Number 2, firing a woman from her job upon learning of her pregnancy is an example of prejudice. Offering a higher pay to a newly hired Christian physician over a mainstay Hindu doctor is an example of a prejudice. Number 4, putting up a greater number of washrooms in airports for females than males is an example of bias. 5, being not invited over a classy neighborhood party because of their ethnicity and origin is showing bias. Here's the following explanation with our activity earlier. For number 1, the answer is smile. It is showing bias because you are being unfair with the man just because he is patronizing other TV network. For number 2, the answer is smile. You are prejudging the woman just because you found out that she is pregnant. And for number 3, the answer is sad. You are being unfair or showing a favor with the Christian physician. And for number 4, the answer is a smile. You are showing a favorable act with the females more than males. And for the last one, the answer is sad because you are prejudging or showing discrimination with someone's race or the status of someone's life. And for the last activity, read the statements in the pool below. Categorize each sentence in the correct group where it belongs. I hope that you have learned a lot from our lesson today. So it's time to say goodbye for now and see you soon. Bye-bye!